Many times we want to seem loving, we want to seem accepting. So if we take a stand saying marriage is what it's always been and what God intended, the union of a man and a woman, and once you redefine it, you render it meaningless, and we take that stand, but now we're going to seem unloving. Now someone's going to be put off by that. If we say the Bible is clear, homosexual practice, like many other practices, is sinful in God's sight, we're going to be perceived as hateful. Or the flack will come, the junk will come. You get vilified. You get called all kinds of names you never thought you'd get called. Church buildings have even been vandalized and things like that. People don't want it. So what they do in the name of love is they compromise. They actually think by lowering the standard, they're going to help people. You know what it's like? It's like doctors don't want people to feel bad. So we say, well, if your cholesterol's around here, it's okay. No. What's the standard? And why? Because it's for people's own good. Proverbs 27, verse 5, open rebuke is better than secret love. Proverbs 28:23, he who rebukes a man in the end will find more favor than the one who speaks with a flattering tongue. Mm-hmm. If we really care, it's not just love wins, love warns. But we have to first draw a line in the sand. Why do we believe what we believe? Are we even sure about these things? People need to dig into the Word. They need to come to their conviction, and then once they understand it, doesn't matter what it's going to cost you. Jesus never said this was a matter of convenience. Look, here in the West, we're worried about losing our reputation. You go to the Middle East, Christians are worried about losing their heads. You know, we're afraid someone's going to unfriend us on Facebook. Whereas you got people being tortured to death. You got kids being buried alive and crucified.
That's right.
Around the world for the gospel. Jesus says, if you want to follow me, deny yourself, take up the cross. So in American Christianity, this is the way we preach it. This is who I am. This is how I feel, and God is here to please me. The biblical message is this is who God is, this is how he feels, and we are here to please him. So we draw a line in the sand. You know, people say to me, Mike, you've got so much courage. I think, what courage? This is just normal. This is breathing. This is what the Word says we live by.
We can't help but speak the things we've seen and heard because we've seen and heard something.
Exactly. The lion has roared. Who can but fear? The Lord God has spoken. Who can but prophesy? So once we understand the life and death nature of certain issues and the importance of certain issues, whatever they are in God's sight, that's where we start. Never compromise your convictions. And what I find, maybe I'll speak at a pastor's event. Maybe there are 400 pastors at a breakfast, and I'll give a message. At the end, I'm getting a standing ovation. You know why? They're saying, we're standing with you. Your courage has encouraged us. Mm-hmm. So each individual, mom and dad, kid in school, educator, someone like Kim Davis, a county clerk who feels she can't issue same-sex marriage certificates, wherever it is, you come to your convictions, not in anger, not in hatred, not in self-righteousness, but as Martin Luther once said, I can do no other. I've got to stand here. Never compromise your convictions. That's where we start.